Hey folks, let's take a quick look into slideshow number 3 and slideshow number 4. And we're doing a short video combining the two together because they are very similar in terms of their functionality, how they work, and how you can manage them within the backend. So right now we're viewing slideshow number 3, and as you can see we have it set to autoplay and the images are rotating. Also we have a video added to all of these images. So we have 4 images, therefore you can see we have 4 columns or sort of columns on our screen, and we have the video play button available. Once we click on it, the video pops up and it starts playing. Now, in terms of transitions, you see that we have this little circle, and once it makes its full round over here, the image will then transition to the next one. So everything's pretty simple. The same would apply to our next slideshow. This is slideshow number 4. Everything's also pretty simple here. We have 3 images. We have a video to the right hand side of the following image, and you can also see that once this bar over here reaches the end, the image transitions over to the next one. So similar to the Instagram stories that you find on your account. Next, let's take a look at the back end and how things are set up. We'll start off with homepage number or slideshow number 3 and take a look over here. So slideshow number 3, everything within this block is very simple. We have our display header or display a custom header if that is required. We do have a separate tutorial and article regarding this section as well. You then get to choose the slideshow that you want to assign to this specific slider. And then at the bottom you make some very basic font adjustments. So everything's super easy and super simple regarding this area. Next, let's take a look at slideshow number 4 and the settings that we have here. So once again, the header area, everything's pretty simple. Assign a slideshow, and then we have 2 radio buttons here whereby we can select our slideshow to be full screen, or we can assign a specific height to our slideshow. The default setting is 600 pixels, however you guys can adjust that if it is required. Scrolling further down, we make some very basic font adjustments, and over here also font adjustments, and then display or hide the scroll down button. So everything here is very simple, straightforward, and self-explanatory. So let's take a look at the back end and how things are set up within slideshow number 3. Moving over to slideshow D or slideshow home D, and this is the one we use within our 3rd slideshow. Let's take a look at the settings here. So what we're using is image plus video embed, and we have our image uploaded and then the video embed code added. If we change this to simply image, change the first 2 images or the first 2 slides to simply images, we'll click on update, and let's go ahead and refresh our website. You'll now see that the transition effect changed from this circle to this little overlay, kind of covering this column and transitioning from one column to the other, and the image rotates as soon as it reaches the end of this column. So everything is pretty simple here, and of course we do not have the video play button because there is no video assigned to it. Now if we enable a video within the following section, we'll click on video in background. Therefore we've uploaded a video. Make sure that the video size is no larger than 10 megabytes. We'll click on update, and we have autoplay enabled here. Let's go ahead and refresh our page. Okay, so now you'll see that the video starts playing. However, as soon as it reaches the end of this column, the video will end and it will transition to the next slide. So that's just something for you guys to keep in mind. If you decide to upload a lot of videos into a slideshow, it may not be that great of an idea because the video will end before your clients are able to have a good preview of that video. So moving on forward, let's take a look at the option if we disable autoplay and simply have images. So we'll click on update and once again refresh our page. Okay, so everything's pretty simple here. There is no transition effect, only us clicking the options here, and you can see that we have this little overlay, and that's showing which column is active at the moment. So yeah, this is it with slideshow number 3. Once again, very simple to work with and pretty straightforward. So let me revert back to our original settings and click on update. Now let's go ahead and take a look at slideshow number 4 and how things are set up within the backend. So slideshow number 4, we have slideshow home C assigned to it. And here we have home C, and once again we have image plus video embed. So let's take a look at the front end. Here we have our images rotating. We have this play button available. Once we click on it, the video will start playing. We can exit out of it, and then we also have autoplay enabled, therefore images will transition. Now what happens if we disable autoplay? Let's go ahead and do that. Click on update and then refresh our website one more time. Okay, so as we can see, instead of this bar over here being active, it's just kind of static, and you can click on this bar to transition from one image to the other. So everything's pretty simple here. Let's go ahead and enable video in background. So we'll add our video file, click on select, and we will enable autoplay at this point. Click on update, and then refresh our page. Okay, so you can see once again we have our video playing, but it will play as long as this bar reaches the end. So that's just something for you guys to keep in mind as well. Alright, so the video may be a little bit too short depending on how you set this time. So with that being said, it's best that you play around with the following slides with transition speeds, effects, and see which option really suits your needs, and of course depending on the type of content you upload, make sure that the user has a good experience while viewing the website. So this is pretty much it in terms of slideshows number 3 and 4. I hope everything makes sense. Thank you for watching this video, guys, and I'll see you around later.